Tonya Syrel became a U.S. citizen less than 24 hours before Election Day. And now, you're watching her walk into a precinct in the nation's capital to vote.
Voting is one of those things that I think has been not respected as much as I think that it should be, and not appreciated.
The 19-year-old was overly prepared for her same-day registration and voting plan.
I have 3 different proofs of residency, as well as a digital copy of my renter's insurance. It's not because I need to have 3 different proofs of residencies, just because I'm nervous that they're gonna say one of them is not good enough.
Tonya's readiness to combat questions of legitimacy may be in part because of what unfolded in her native Belarus in August.
When I'd first cast my ballot for the Belarusian election, I wasn't entirely aware of how awful it was.
A man known internationally as the last dictator in Europe has held on to power for more than 25 years in Belarus. Alexander Lukashenko claimed to win 80% of the vote, despite widespread claims and international concerns the election was fraudulent. And in September, when he was sworn in secretly for a 6th term, this is how Belarusians responded. It's the kind of reaction some thought the U.S. could see on Election Day. Instead, this is what I saw. One nearly barren polling location after another. There were no long lines, no Trump-inspired poll watchers, and no frantic energy in this closer than expected contest. There were people processing ballots for tabulation, and people like first-time voter Michael Rubio and his older brother Royer.
Well, I decided not to do it by mail or go early because I wanted to be there on the day. His schedule lined up with mine, so we ended up going at the same time.
The Rubio brothers live in a Virginia county where Donald Trump overwhelmingly won in 2016. And they are part of the Latin voting demographic both parties work so hard to woo.
Do each of you know who the other person is voting for president?
No. Who are you voting for?
Biden.
Okay.
When the brothers arrive at the polling location that is also Michael's former middle school, they're greeted immediately by representatives from both parties. In the time it took me to run in and wash my hands, they were able to vote and still have time to wait for me to come out.
It was honestly more simple than I thought it was going to be.
So he has his I voted on sticker, but you have it in your hand. Do you plan to put it on later, or?
Yeah, when I go out with the friends or with the homies, I'll stick it on there.
As Election Day turned into Election Night, Washington, D.C., which had been the site of major protests all summer, was eerily quiet.
Right now, it's just shy of 10:30, and this is what election night sounds like. It's music, it's people, it's calmness, and we haven't really seen much action so far because so many votes still have yet to be counted. People are waiting to see what's going on, and so this is the scene right now.
At times, it felt as if there were more news media than gatherers.
Is this what you expected to see tonight in terms of crowd and in terms of energy?
I always would like to see more people out. I think there should always be more people. Folks from around, like if you're home, come on out here.
Even though Michael, Royer, and Tonya all voted in person on Election Day, none of them, nor the nation, knew who won the contest even a day and a half later. They waited with the nation as officials counted ballots in places like Georgia, Nevada, North Carolina, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Michigan.
I feel proud, oddly. I did it, and something is gonna come out of it. And I know that it's gonna count, and I think that's something that hasn't quite hit yet.
18 years after Tonya immigrated from Belarus as a child, she now awaits an election result in her newly adopted nation. Knowing her voice helped shape its future.
I have no idea what's gonna happen next week or the week after that. Voting isn't gonna solve everything, but it's nice to be able to tangibly say that I did something.